So this is a short introduction to Paywall OS, and this video is titled Paywall OS, Monetization in the AI Era. So Paywall OS is different from traditional monetization software. Basically, Paywall OS uses OpenVerb, and OpenVerb is an AI native action language that allows developers to define actions as explicit verbs that AI can trigger and execute. And basically, with that approach, it allows a developer to actually map the actions in their software to different pricing tiers. And basically, that allows them to easily, within 5 minutes, map out the actions in their software to the different pricing tiers. And they could do that in 2 files inside of theirs. Literally, they could do it in 1 file. And what that does is that it allows them to focus on building their software. So it's really a different way of building a paywall, but it's what it does is it takes all the convoluted spaghetti code out of your software, and you could just focus on making your software great. So for example, if you wanted to build like the best CRM ever, you want to build the best CRM ever, you wanted to have the best interface, you wanted to have the best features, the best AI features or whatever. So you could come up with like 10 features, you could come up with 20 features, and those are the actions that your software does. And with Paywall OS and OpenVerb, you're able to map those features to different pricing tiers. So for example, a free user might be able to send email, speak to the AI or whatever, and then another user might be able to download as PDF or generate an image or whatever. Those are all the actions, and then you just map those to the pricing tiers, and that's it. You don't have to worry about spaghetti code or any if-else statements or anything like that. And with Paywall OS also, you're able to do all of that online. So Paywall OS is a significant shift in how software is developed, because the actual actions of the software actually can be done in the online platform, and then it sends these secure strings to the software when it's checking the users, if the user is able to do something. So with that approach, we also see that actions could live outside of the software, and then on top of that, it means that it's not only for paywalls. You could actually totally remove the actions and the governance of those actions to a separate system. And basically, I just wanted to kind of make a short video and introduce Paywall OS. It's a really revolutionary approach to monetization, and it basically makes monetization a part of your software, and you don't have to worry about any spaghetti code anymore. So it's really fun, and I really would like to see people use it. The platform is working. I used it and it's working. There is also a demo video, and there is also a GitHub repo with an example app and everything. So it's really easy to integrate. What it does is, as I explained to you, it's basically a new paradigm in monetization, and I think it's really great. And I think even like companies like Stripe and other monetization platforms could use a system like OpenVerb to allow their developers or people trying to build software to actually easily monetize, instead of monetization becoming like this huge problem after you build the software, and a lot of developers don't even have any monetizations because it's so hard for them. I think with an approach like Paywall OS and OpenVerb, if developers were easily able to do something like that, then it would basically make software development more safe and monetization more simple. So I just wanted to make this short video to introduce Paywall OS. Paywall OS is at paywallos.openverb.org, and OpenVerb is basically at openverb.org, and you could search for it. It's also on GitHub, and the core framework is open source and everything, so you could check it out and learn to build with OpenVerb. Basically, OpenVerb allows you to create a library of verbs, and then after you create a library of verbs, you're able to set up your AI and your software to work around those verbs. So the AI would like send structured actions using those verbs, and then the app would execute them. And also you as an individual could also trigger those verbs using the UI, or like, for example, the app could also trigger those verbs or whatever. So it's really an app building framework, but it's also an AI native framework. So you don't have to necessarily build an actual AI software. You could just build a regular app with it if you wanted to. But it's really great for AI software development, and it's actually a bit different from traditional approaches, but it's really simple, and it deploys and it builds upon the existing framework. So it's not like you're gonna struggle to like deploy your app or anything like that. It's really just a new way, just like like Python. Like if you're building with Python, or if you're building with Next.js or whatever, you're not gonna like cause some major shift or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to make this short video to talk about Paywall OS and OpenVerb. Please subscribe and leave a comment. If you don't understand OpenVerb, if you think OpenVerb is weird, let me know in the comments. All right.